This morning, we are looking out to the west. You can see that there's some fog still out there, and we continue to deal with that here this morning in some of the same locations that were just kind of sucked in the clouds yesterday. So unfortunately, the last couple of days, right in your holiday time, have just been kind of gray and soupy too. So keep in mind that this will also have an impact on those roads. Yesterday, we saw in some areas it got very slick because that temperatures were below freezing and that fog deposited on some of those roads and made for some slick conditions. And the DOT, North Dakota DOT, reporting some ice out there. So easy does it. Here's a look at our visibility at the airport in Fargo. Quarter-mile visibility report in Valley City, Cooperstown, Langdon, quarter-mile. Oaks is still at 0. Yesterday we had several hours of 0. We're right back there again this morning. Over to the east, lower visibility but not as thick. The fog isn't as dense as what we are seeing out to the west. And so we are going to be dealing with this fog again through much of the morning. I'm hoping it doesn't hang on to the afternoon, but that's certainly a possibility. That dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock this morning. And this stretches all the way up to the Canadian border in eastern North Dakota, down to the South Dakota line, and back over to Fargo. Basically driving on I-94 from Fargo to Bismarck, going to be a foggy one. And as we head into the later morning, hopefully that lifts, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We're looking at some temperatures that are going to be in the 20s to some 30s as you step outside. So if you're out for Black Friday shopping or about ready to head out for that, we're looking at temperatures that aren't too bad if you're just running from your car and into the store. If you have to wait outside, you're going to want that heavier coat. We're looking at 26 degrees in Fargo, 30 in Grand Forks, and other places in the valley, 36 in Fergus Falls. Nice and warm there, or relatively warm, I should say. And over to areas where we have that more dense fog, the Oaks and Gwinner area. That's some of our lower temperatures on the map at 25 and 23. Our winds are light, up to 10 miles per hour. They're variable, and starting to see a little bit of drizzle showing up on the radar here, and maybe even some freezing drizzle in areas where temperatures are below freezing. So keep that in mind that later this morning, if this holds together, this might impact us as we head into the later morning hours as that moves eastward across the country. We're still looking at frigid weather in the east and some snow and rain over out west affecting them. And we're kind of waiting for a big storm system to start developing right in the heart of the plains in places like Nebraska, where they have a winter storm watch in effect. So if you're traveling in that direction the next couple of days, you'll want to pay extra close attention to what's going on with the weather here. Here's a look at our hour-by-hour planner in the Red River Valley. Mostly cloudy skies, some temperatures that are going to be into the 30s throughout the day. And I'm hoping by this afternoon this fog starts to lift. We've got temperatures that are going to rise above freezing in some spots, other places where they don't. And where we are stuck in the fog, it's going to be one of those days where it may be a struggle to climb above the freezing mark again today. So again, another reminder to make sure that you're watching out for those slick roads. Don't use your cruise control today, and make sure you have your headlights on if you're driving through fog. I saw a lot of people yesterday without their headlights on, and you want to make sure people can see you. Heading into tonight, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures into the 20s as we head into the overnight hours and start off your Saturday morning. And if you're heading out for Small Business Saturday, we're looking at a little bit cooler weather, but not too bad. Temperatures in the 20s. Wind will be more brisk. We're going to see some wind speeds into the teens to about 20 miles per hour. So you'll want to wear your winter coat tomorrow throughout the day. And it should be a pretty quiet one, maybe a few flurries, but I do think we'll end up being more on the partly to mostly cloudy side here. Here's your photo again. A November sunset in Ulen. It's a pretty shot. Thanks, Wanda. And in your 7-day planner, big changes coming up here. We're looking at some numbers that are going to be sliding back into the teens by the time we get into Sunday. Next week, starting off the week on a cold note, but we'll be making a recovery as we head into the second half of the week. So today is kind of your one day to warm up above freezing. Just watch out for those icy patches and fog.
I feel like that's how we've been kind of all still technically fall.
Yeah.
It felt like winter. Warm, really, really cold. A little warmer,
yeah,
really cold.
And that snow, to have snow that early just kind of hang around like it is, that may be setting us up here for December. We'll have to see.
All right. Thank you very much, Lisa. Black Friday deals and steals coming up. We're live from area businesses with what you can expect at stores this morning.